Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Probably TMI Podcast.
Guys, guess who we have back?
Guess who isn't dead?
Guess who didn't die brutally?
Guess who reincarnated as Jesus Christ?
It's our boy.
I think Mads and Shelby just were planning my death.
Plotting it.
Plotting.
Yeah. We're always scheming and plotting.
Yeah.
Always.
But she has risen, so here we are.
Here we are.
Merry Christmas, folks.
Yeah.
Charlotte is back on the pod, and we have never felt more wholesome and
connected. Brought it back together again.
Yeah.
It was the longest 2 weeks of our lives.
Charlotte, please explain to the people what happened to you out there.
Just booked and busy, you guys. What more can I say?
Charlotte's been doing her photography thing, and it's going super well for her.
Yeah.
Check her out.
Last week I was nannying while the pod was being recorded, but you know, I've got a lot going on. What can I say?
Yeah, she's busy. Follow Who's Photography on Instagram if you are needing some photos done.
That's so
Yeah.
Or edited. Even if you don't live here, you can send your files to Charlotte.
Or fly me out to wherever you are.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a flat fee of $69.99.
Oh, much more
Shelby
than that.
got her hair done.
Oh,
I did too.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are both very blonde.
oh, heck yeah, baby.
We've got some blondies on the pod.
Mads is a lot more blonde
I'm
than
the
me.
outcast, but it's fine.
She's
You
the
guys
dark
are
girl.
amazing.
We're the golden retrievers, you're the cat.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, Mads has always told me, like, go dark, like, get your hair, like, dyed brown or something.
I still stand to that.
But that's the thing. My hair was just, like, dirty blonde, like, almost brown, and it looked horrible. Like, I looked so much better blonde.
That's because you had a lot of blonde going on down at the bottom, so it was not even. I feel like if you had a solid one color that was darker.
It, like...
Personally, I think it'd look good with her light eyes, but that's just my opinion.
It drowns me out
She
a little
hates
bit.
that I think that way.
Yeah, blonde is for me. Makes me feel a lot more alive.
I mainly just got mine done for my graduation, which I graduated.
Oh my gosh.
It was a lot of fun. Walked the red carpet. Had
Walked
some
the
people over. We had tacos.
The best tacos.
Really yummy tequila.
Shout out Mad's dad.
Yes, Todd.
Yeah,
Todd
Todd showed out, and we were craving that rice later on in the day.
Oh, that rice was so good.
Kelly gave it away to everyone.
Yeah,
Mads'
she's
mom.
like, take it home. She's like,
she's
we
too
don't
kind.
need this.
And we're like, what the fuck? What about us?
Yeah, but
Kind
it was
to a
yummy.
fault.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
It was. So it's been kind of a hectic past few weeks, but we are back. We're reunited. And this episode is going to be all about, do you want to introduce a topic?
We're just going to be talking about, like, introverts versus extroverts. What are you guys? Are you both introverted?
I feel like I'm an extroverted introvert.
Like, introverted with extroverted tendencies? Or, like
my main...
extroverted when you need to be?
Yeah, I feel like my main hub is introversion.
My hub.
And then, like, I read this, like, it's kind of hard to, like, I feel like understand the difference. And I found this really good, like, little short paragraph that, like, gave a good understanding of what an introvert is and what an extrovert is. Because it's not just like, oh, you're shy and quiet and you're social. It's, like, a little bit more than that. So can I read it? Do you mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
Bring it.
The main differentiating factor between introverts and extroverts is where we gain our energy. Extroverts get it from being out in the world, socializing, simulating the brain reward centra in big ways, and having those interactions. Introverts re-energize by being alone. Even better for us, being alone in nature.
So by textbook, then, I'm introverted. I need to have alone time to recharge.
Yeah.
Because socializing for me is very exhausting.
Yeah.
So by definition, if we're going off of that, I don't get energy by hanging out with people. In fact, that drains me.
Yeah, I agree. That's where I was like, kind of like, oh, I'm like an extroverted introvert because my main, like, I feel like most of the time I don't want to be socializing, but I do enjoy like my group of people, but like a small group of people. Like, I don't like going out.
Mads doesn't like being alone.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't like being alone. Like, I like being with like my people, but I don't like going and being in bigger groups and socializing like outside of like my home kind of thing. I don't know.
Like, it makes you uncomfortable?
Yeah, like social anxiety kind of
Gotcha.
thing. How about you?
I've realized, well, I used to think that I was introverted for a long time, and like more recently I've kind of discovered that I'm extroverted. I was very extroverted as a child, and then I kind of like grew up a little and was like more reclusive and like homebody. But like I really realized recently that when I'm like being introverted and staying in a lot and not like putting myself out there and doing things, I get very depressed. So, like, I think I do get, like, recharged kind of by
going out and
like, meeting, like, I do enjoy meeting new people and, like, you know.
See, the thing for me is like, if I have spent so much time alone and then somebody's like, hey, do you want to hang out? I end up like regretting committing to hanging out with somebody. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm not the same person I was. And everybody can relate to that.
But when you do go out, you have fun.
Yeah, you do. But like, for me nowadays, it's so much energy, especially if it's like an intimate hangout, like if it's a one-on-one with somebody, like say you're catching up with a longtime friend that you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, I avoid that mostly at all costs.
Oh my God, that would give me horrible anxiety.
Yeah.
And that would not recharge me. In fact, it'd be something I'd want to get over with. You know what I mean?
I'm sure it would be fine, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do avoid that.
Yeah. I don't know. If you spend a lot of time alone, it's almost as if like it might be exhausting to get that energy back up to go out.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to, I feel like I'm both. Because I enjoy being around company, but like I don't like meeting new people, and I don't like I'm not the one to usually be like, hey, there's this party happening, let's go.
How were you guys as children? Were you the kid at the party that just kind of like kept to themselves and like took it all in?
Yeah.
Or were you like all in it being crazy?
I was kind of more to myself, unless it was like the girl's birthday or boy's birthday I was close to. Like I had a childhood best friend, like I would be more outgoing, but like for the most part I was also insecure as a kid. As you know, like middle school, you know, those daring days. So I was definitely more introverted as a child. Yeah.
Interesting.
I was star of the show, baby. Anywhere I went.
Too.
Yeah. I had
Scorpio over here, baby.
It didn't matter if I knew one person or everyone. Yeah. I was
like dancing on the table, like with your shirt off.
Yeah, I think a big part of that, like growing up wise, is I kind of realized like how embarrassing I was. Mm-hmm. And so, like, going out and just being crazy and weird and stupid all the time, and then things would happen where I would, like, be, like, embarrassed by what I did, and then it would just be on replay in my head, and then I would just, you know, and I still do that to myself, but it was, like, that I think forced me into being a little more introverted, because I was, like, I'm so embarrassing, I need to stop.
I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of introverts are just afraid of embarrassing themselves to, like, by trying to be outgoing, so they just automatically keep to themselves, which I feel like
so true. I've never felt this way before until I've like gotten a little bit older, but being social is embarrassing. Yeah. Like having an outgoing personality, because when I'm out and like at a party or where there's a lot of people, I'm very energetic, but like I will fucking think about everything I said or did.
Me too.
And I'll be like...
And it won't even be a big deal.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
The other day, I ran into a really old childhood friend's dad in Publix, and he came and approached me, and, like, it was a really good interaction overall. Went great. Like, so happy to see him. But I hugged him immediately, and then after I was like, why did I hug him? Like, that was weird.
And then you're like, oh, that's so embarrassing. But they don't think anything of it.
I'm sure not. And like I don't know. I also try and tell myself like maybe like when we walked away, he also was like, "Why did I say what I said?" Or you know what I mean? Like I feel like everyone kind of does it a little bit.
Oh, I think everybody has to do it. You know, nobody can live in peace. Mm-hmm. But at the party, at Mad's graduation party, her two aunts were talking, and I had my back turned. I was throwing something away, and I just heard, "How have you been?" And for some reason, I thought she was talking to me. And I turn around. I'm like, I'm so good. How are you? And then she's like, I'm good. No. And she just looked at me like the...
Classic.
Uh-huh. And I was like, fuck. That didn't...
And you're like not drunk enough yet to be like, oh, fuck. Like, I'm sorry you guys were not talking. Like, just address it in the moment. You just kind of take
it. Was earlier into the party.
I was bone sober.
Yeah.
I was going to turn around and be like, that was not for me, was it? Yeah. But I'm like, I'm just going to go, actually.
I think that's the difference, too, is why people need to have, like, a drink is because, like, if you have a drink or two, then you will address what you do is awkward, and then it will feel less awkward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But if you're not, then you're just kind of like...
Mm-hmm.
I definitely will be an extrovert if I get a couple drinks in me.
100%.
Say, like, normally I'd rather, like, if I had the option to, like, go out to a bar with people or, like, stay at a house with people, I'd rather stay at the house with people. But if you drag me out to a bar and I have a couple of drinky winkies, I'll be dancing on that dance floor in 5 minutes.
See, I feel like I'm the opposite. Like a big group of people, you're saying? Like a whole crowd of friends or like...
Not a crowd, but like out, like at a bar, like just like with the same amount of people. Like if like us and like some other friends went to a bar versus if we just went to one of our houses and hung out.
Oh,
you know?
I guess it depends for me. But like from what you're saying, I like the lively environment, and I feel like being at a house is a lot more like personal.
Oh, I've loved the house parties.
Me too.
I love house parties too.
I just don't enjoy public.
I think I prefer like more house party like things, just because I feel like I can get a little lazy.
That's true.
That makes sense. Like I can get like
comfortable.
Drunk. Yeah, I can get comfortable. I can get like drunk enough that like I can lay down if I need to.
Yeah.
Or like it's not, you don't have to pay a lot of money to like go Uber all the way home like from the city or something.
Yeah, because if you get too crazy and you're out on the town and then you have to like walk like a mile, like that's literally the worst thing ever.
Like insane.
And then you have to like in the drive home you're just like trying not to throw up. You're like because you're in an Uber and it's like god.
Exactly.
Well, you could throw up at a house party.
I mean, but I just feel like I'd feel more safe throwing up at a house party.
Yeah, I've definitely gone behind like out in like the alley of a bar and like thrown up before and then come back and been like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
You're like let's party. Let's rage.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like I had another last weekend. I think it was last weekend when we went to Danny's, my parents' favorite bar that we were talking about. I had an uncomfortable interaction too.
Oh, she did.
I was, it was a Friday night. I was just chilling, drinking, doing 24-year-old things. And I was sitting, Vince and Shelby were playing darts, and I was just kind of sitting at the table. I was actually editing a Vlogmas, I think. Probably not the best editing I've done. And this guy came up to me that we went to high school with. He's like, he just comes in for the side hug. He doesn't say anything, he just hugs me. Yeah. And I'm like, he's tall, he's standing up, I'm sitting in like a bar chair, like a bar stool chair.
Side note, I didn't even know you knew this guy.
I didn't until I looked
Did you witness it happening?
I did. I looked over at her to make sure she was okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I was going to say that'd be concerning.
Know what I mean? I just felt a hug. And then I looked and I'm like, oh, I know you. And then I was like, hi, how are you? Like, it was, I don't know how the conversation went, but I was like, oh, hi, how are you? He's like, good. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, like, I'm about to graduate. I'm teaching. I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm like drunk. I can't talk to you. Because after I was like, I told him what's up with me. I don't remember anything else after that. I think he just walked away. But I don't think it was that awkward as I'm thinking that it was. So I like woke up the next day. I'm like, Shelby, was that like weird? Like I feel like that was one thing I knew. He was hugging me. The next thing he's back over on the other side of the bar. I'm like, I don't know what happened in between.
I blacked out.
Yeah.
See, I hate those encounters.
So that was like that was like the first time that's really happened to me that I like
funny.
Could remember that it was just being weird.
Dude, I'm sorry I can't.
And like Vince and Shelby are playing darts. I'm looking at Shelby. I'm like, was that weird? You're like, no, you looked fine. So I'm sure it was fine.
I was drunk too. I didn't know.
Let's just hope it was fine.
I'm sure it was fine.
Well, it was funny because I was telling Mads before the night started. I was like, last time I went here, I got so hammered that I literally did an Irish exit and left all my friends and didn't tell anyone. I literally just left. I was so drunk. And then I was talking to this stranger. I didn't even know him. And it got to the point where it was like, I can't tell how I'm being perceived right now because I'm so plastered.
You can't like think about it.
Yeah, and then I just started talking about K-pop. And so like I had that moment where I was like, oh, I'm drunk. And then I'm like, I just like backed away, went to the bathroom, and then I'm like, I called Mads. I'm like, can you come pick me up? And she couldn't, so I called an Uber and just like dipped. Just that one conversation with the stranger. That was
enough.
That was it.
At least you were like there enough to really think about what the hell am I talking about right now.
You were
like messy about it. Or like,
usually I can't even think about that until it's too late.
See, those encounters though, like I hate those. I like just the fact of like being perceived weird is enough for me to just not want to even do it at all.
Yeah, I feel like recently I've like begun to just care so much less.
That's good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Like, I don't know what. I think I'm just...
I have my days.
Putting myself out there and just really trying to and, like, not think
too hard about
what other people think.
See, one week I'll feel that way, and the next week I'm, like, so insecure I don't want to, like, leave my house.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that was a good episode, guys. Thanks for watching.
You poor soul.
Yeah, I think the same thing. Like, I feel like when you're happier, it's easier to be very extroverted. Yeah. But when you're like kind of more deep and in your feels, maybe going through a breakup or like you're tired, I feel like that's definitely like introversion fuel. You know what I mean?
See, even if I'm like not if I'm depressed or like if I'm going through it, like I don't know, I just think that being like out and about and like doing things distracts me from it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I would rather do that though with like either myself or like a close friend. So that you don't have to try so hard.
That's how I feel too.
To like maintain the like conversation, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I would consider that also like, I don't know, getting out and doing things. Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
Luckily, I haven't had too many embarrassing situations that like made me think like, oh, I don't want to go out ever again. It was mainly just that one that just happened. I don't even remember the last time I felt like that. I don't know if you guys have had.
Yeah. No, I've had plenty. I try to suppress all of
because you think about it and you're like cringing so hard. You're like, oh my God.
Honestly, everything changed for me after the one fateful night when I was left at the wedding. That changed my view on everything. Like, that kind of traumatized me, low-key, if we're getting serious. Like,
what are you talking about?
When I was left at the wedding in Tampa and I was all alone at my ex-boyfriend's friend's sister's wedding, and I was all alone, and I started crying in front of everybody. And after that night, I was like, that was like the worst thing I've ever been through. And like being in public,
that's really sad.
I mean, I had a lot of time to think about like why I feel the way I do
like
now.
Everybody was really like nice and like really caring about like what was going on. I went and picked her up, but I could imagine like, especially when you didn't know a soul. She was just like a date to this wedding. She wasn't like a friend, you know what I mean? So it fucked
me up in a lot of ways. Yeah. After that, like I don't like being drunk in public anymore from that. Because I don't know what's gonna happen. And I'm like a when I get drunk, I cry. Like, that's my thing. Like, happy drunks, angry drunks, like, I'm gonna cry. I'm a happy drunk. That's one thing about me.
What kind of... So you're just an emotional drunk altogether, or do you think I'm more of a sad drunk?
I get in my feels when I'm drunk.
Is it 100%. Weird that I think that, like, different types of alcohol makes me
that's normal.
Different ways?
Yeah.
For sure. That's how I am.
Yeah.
Fireball will make me emotional.
Fireball fucks everybody up in crazy ways.
Yeah, I can't drink. No way.
Yeah, I can't drink it.
I don't like that stuff.
Nope.
I'm like a, oh my gosh, I love you type emotional.
Yeah, you are. You're like a.
I get really like
just
sentimental.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Usually tequila.
Yeah. I feel like when you get drunk, you just lose all of your like your structures. Charlotte's just like I'll do anything.
Outgoing and extroverted drunk.
Yeah, I guess.
That's funny.
You're fun when you're drunk. I've never seen you like get drunk and like.
I don't know if you've seen me get drunk, honestly, because, like, I can't anymore. And, like I actually literally can't because I will get sick before I get drunk, like I used to.
You do get sick. Yeah.
Like, it used to be bad.
Or, like, your hangover will last literally for 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, I used to get, like, you know, that, like, stumbling, like, can't, like, walk straight kind of, like, drunk. Like, I can't get to that point where I will, like, get, like, too sick.
Yeah.
Once my tummy starts hurting, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now. I want to go home.
I'm hungry.
Take me home.
I need to slide through TB for, like, a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Yeah.
It's funny that, like, us being introverted or extroverted is, like, so revolving around, like, how alcohol helps us be
That's so true.
Yeah, no,
it's the liquid courage.
I feel like I'm a different person socially when I get a few drinks in me.
Oh, absolutely. Who isn't?
Like, for real.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like just a push to be more like yourself, but then it's like, don't go too far.
Right. And then you're like, regret it. And then you go too far, and then it's like, oh.
Then you regret it the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I do now is regret everything. I'm always wondering how I'm being perceived. I don't even know, like...
I mean, there's been a lot of instances now, too, where, like, I'll say something stupid, and then people will walk away, and I'll just be like, I don't fucking care anymore. Like, I'll just be like, I can't, like, handle myself, so I just don't even care what they think of me. Like, it's too late.
I want to be to that point. I think we'll come back to that point.
Just not embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like sometimes this is funny how it's gone from like introvert versus extrovert to like, how are we drunk?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But it affects our personality, like you were saying, Char. But I feel like my graduation, for example, or like anytime I've had like a party, it's hard for me to get loosey-goosey because I get so stressed. Because I'm like making sure, is everybody else having a good time? Why is it like blah, blah, blah? Like, is the house okay? Blah, blah, blah. Which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So like when there's opportunities where I can let loose, I do.
Yeah.
Usually.
even if I have a party or anything, which doesn't happen often, I still like kind of stick with my comfort people.
Oh yeah.
I'll just be like, you guys can all like talk to each other.
Mingle, yeah. I hate being the host of things.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
It's terrible.
Hosting
things is because you are pretty much like the mediator between every different relationship coming together. Like you have to make sure that everybody is talking amongst themselves comfortably and like hitting it off and having fun. Because the worst part is like throwing a party that's not fun, or like being a host, like enjoying or meshing well. Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah. But it's so much pressure, and I totally get you. I didn't get drunk at my graduation party either.
It's like hard because it's like,
you have a lot more to think about. You can't just like freely enjoy your night.
And you guys, I literally said a speech at my graduation party.
She had like a little 15-second.
Can you guys believe that? Yeah, you came a little after. I not one for those, but I was like, I need to tell everybody that dinner's ready.
Oh, you should try and reenact it. Say what you said.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. If I remember, I kind of blacked out when I said it, so it's kind of. Well, I was like, my mom's like, okay, dinner's ready. Like, do you want to tell everybody? I'm like, yeah. And then I got everyone's attention. I was like, okay, like everybody. And then I was like in my head, I'm like, okay, I can't just say food's ready. Like, I need to say something else. I need to be appreciative and thank you, everybody. So I was like, oh, I just wanted to like thank everybody for coming. Like, what did I say? I was like, I'm exhausted, but I'm like so happy that I reached this point. I'm so like, nice. I'm like, I couldn't have done it without you guys. And I'm like, dinner's ready, so let's eat. And I was like, afterwards, so I was like, I looked at Mom, Shelby. I said, how'd I do? How'd I do? My hands were like shaky. That's not like that's for me to just. And I literally looked at people. I'm like, I just pulled it out of my ass because
it was all family and friends, but still, it's so scary.
Still, I was like, wait, this is my moment. Everybody's listening and here for me and staring at me, so I should probably do something about that.
It'd been funny if you had, like, the wine glass and the fork, like,
cling, cling, cling. So that really made me step out of my comfort zone for a short amount of time. Even with people, like, friends and family, I still get so flustered.
Like, an adrenaline rush.
Oh, my God, yes, adrenaline rush.
I feel like that's why I'm such a good teacher, because, like, when it's the kids, I can talk to kids all day, because they're, like, below me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel like when it comes to people, like, my age, or, like, adults, I get, like, nervous. Like, remember, did you take speech in college?
Oh, did I?
Oh, my gosh. We took that together, remember? That was literally the worst freaking class ever.
Yeah,
that teacher hated
my life, and not good.
Do you guys, like, ever hang out? So, like, you say you get energized in social settings, right? Mm-hmm. So, do you ever have that feeling when you're hanging out and, like, at a party or, like, a gathering, and you're like, I don't want to be here anymore, actually?
I'm sure I do.
Or like you're like, you suddenly feel tired, because for me a lot, I'll be like, oh, I'm actually exhausted and tired of talking, and I still have to keep talking to people.
Oh no, I wouldn't say I get like that.
Oh really? See, that happens to me.
I'm a talker. Like, I can talk for
ages. You are good at talking.
I feel like mine it definitely depends on like the people that I'm with. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I think so too.
That's what's nice about having like a small group, because it's like I don't really have to stress about that all too much, unless like you're out in public and you like meet with mutuals and there's you're at dinner party, like unless there's like a situation happening. I feel like it's good that like to have a tight circle so you don't have to be so social.
At Mad's graduation party, I would like talk with everybody, and then I'd literally go into Mad's room, close the door, and be like,
oh, me too.
And I need to take 10.
Yeah, I took at least 3 different 10s, and then I was like, okay, let's get back out there.
Yeah, I was running around like a just going to everybody, and my face was hot, and I was like, I literally took Shelby's hand. I'm like, put your hand in my face. Like, I need to cool down, because I was just hosting. But
yeah, I definitely got that way. I was like, and I feel like I do get that way often. I'll just like, I think I have a cap. Like, where I'm the most energetic and enjoying myself is like an hour and a half to 2 hours. And after that time frame, I'm like,
it's your battery.
I'm good.
Your social battery.
I'm like, I'd be fine going home and like doing my own thing. Because I enjoy my own company quite a lot. Like, I like being by myself. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'll be like, I'm actually good hanging out with everyone. I'll be on my way now. Goodbye. Not with my close people, though. I don't feel that way.
Right.
Like, if hanging out with you guys, I wouldn't get that way.
I feel like the only time I do go out is with my close people, so that's why I feel like I can't really relate to like being completely done and like going home. Usually it's like us, so it's like I'll be like, all right, let's just go home, get some food, and chill. Go to bed, like and chill, watch a movie. Like, it's not really like anything pressure. That you stress. Yeah, like, it's not like pressured to like. Yeah,
I think that's something that people have to look at too. Is what their values are. Like, are your values meeting new people? Are your values cherishing the friends that you already do have? Yeah. Maintaining those relationships? And I don't know. I think everybody can have a little bit of both, you know, extroversion, introversion. Because when I'm out, I'm extroverted, but like, it drains my batteries.
It's because you have to be, kind of, you know. Because like you don't want to go out and have a shitty time. And just sit there.
There's kind of a negative stigma about being introverted, though, isn't there?
I think so.
Nobody ever wants to be introverted or admit it anyway.
But also I think it kind of goes the other way where people like love being introverted and they're like, yeah, like I just love to
reading books,
read my book, by myself, light a candle and
sip on green tea.
Do you think people are the same way with like the extroverts with that? Like, oh, like they're so like extra happy to hang out with everyone.
I think that's
things
everybody
every day.
That's like on Instagram posting them at like a party every day. Yeah, like
or different people every day.
Anyone that went to like FSU.
Girl, okay. I have this one friend, and I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but this one friend had so many friends that were very close and personal with her. And I'm like, how do you have so many friends? Like, I can't imagine being that close to that many people.
That's how my sister is, and I ask her that all the time because she has like close relationships. Like she's been like a bridesmaid and like maid of honor like a bunch of times, and I'm just like,
I mean,
how?
Exactly.
I don't understand. Like, how do you have that many good close friends that like people like that you can like just maintain the relationship? That's exhausting to me.
Literally same here. I feel like the only close people in my life are like my family. You know what I mean? Well, obviously you. Right. I consider you my family, but I don't feel like I have to like really sit and think like when I get married, who is going to be my bridesmaids? Because I don't have that many like super close and personal friends. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
This pros to eloping. You don't have to worry about that.
I also think because none of us, at least yet for you, like none of us have gone to like a big university. Because I feel like lots of women, especially our age, meet their future bridesmaids at college.
You're
like,
so right.
Sororities and parties at college, but like none of us really had that college life experience. So I feel like that's why our circles are so close too.
Yeah, my sister does have like her like high school friends that were like her close friends from high school, and her college friends that were like so close from high school. And I've like asked her too. I'm like, are you planning on trying to like make mom friends and stuff now that you're a mom and everything?
Of course she is.
No, she's like, I'm good. Like
really?
She's like, I've got so many friends, like I really don't need to.
That's so.
And I'm like, see, I'm banking on like making mom friends to make more friends because I didn't have like college friends.
Right.
I still have my high school friends and like that's it.
Yeah.
I barely have high school friends.
Same.
Yeah.
Fun.
So feeling very lone wolf, you know.
So yeah, I'm definitely, I mean, work friends is a thing, but like I haven't really had any jobs where I could make work friends.
Okay, so I don't even remember what we were just saying. What were we talking about?
Dude.
Being extroverted, introverted?
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of the podcast. Well, I think we were talking about friend groups. I don't remember.
Friend groups.
Like bridesmaids?
Yeah.
Bridesmaids, yeah. Sorry, the camera stopped and we had to re-record and then we forgot where we left off. But anyway, I don't know. I mean, like, just having your Okay, I was gonna say.
I don't know. I mean, like,
I feel as though my priority right now is to like value and cherish the relationships that I do have. You know, water those, grow those.
Before you move across the country.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Have we told the pod?
Yeah. Have we?
I don't know.
Properly.
Oh, well,
Vlogmas.
You guys, I'm moving in January. I'm starting my life for the first time, all on my own. I'm going to be a big girl. It's going to be a great change, but I'm moving across the country to Arizona.
Yeah, we're getting a divorce.
We're divorcing, but that doesn't mean the podcast is coming to an end. We're going to kind of play around with our options and do Zoom calls and have it virtual. So don't worry. But yeah.
She's going to go to ASU and she's going to meet a bunch of people and she's going to turn into an extrovert.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I think happiness is going to have a lot to do with it. I think I'll be a lot happier when I'm on my own. Yeah, without you guys, it's going to like boost my confidence.
I feel like you're going to learn a lot about yourself for sure.
Yeah, I think I'll be like I'll be changed, you know, and I don't know. It's kind of a huge step and I'm doing it all on my own, which is like so girl boss of me. So,
super girl boss.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
So it'll be great.
My only advice is that if you get invited out or to do anything, never say no. Even if you're literally already in bed,
I know,
all slugged up, get your ass up, get ready, and go
Get your ass up and work. Nobody wants to fucking work these days.
Nobody wants to fucking work.
You won't regret it. It'll be worth it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm disagreeing.
I lived by that motto. You obviously remember vegetable lasagna night.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't there.
Okay, well, there's this night Charlotte invited me out with her friends.
I think this was like the first night that Shelby and I kind of like became friends.
Bonded as sisters. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was kind of the beginning of our relationship. I didn't want to. I was so tired, and I literally told my mom, I'm like, I don't want to do this. However, I was kind of down, and I was kind of like trying to be like, have the motto, just say yes, just do it, why not? You never know what'll happen.
YOLO.
And I said yes, and I ended up having like such a good night.
Yeah.
And it was like people that I like barely knew, because I wasn't
and
close
everyone
with
loved
Chelsea.
her.
Yeah, it was so much fun, and it was just so easy to get along with everybody.
For sure.
Met some good people that night. Boy, did I. I'm looking at you.
No, but when I went to college for the very short period of time that I went to college, that was like my motto, because I went knowing like no one, like even my roommates that I was planning on living with.
Where did you go?
FAU.
Oh, yeah.
So like I had roommates planned, like my friends from high school, for the second semester, but I went the first semester by myself. And I ended up getting close with someone else from high school that I wasn't very close with.
Yeah.
And every time they were very, like, into going out and like doing things.
Partying.
Every single time they asked me to do something, I
said yes.
And and like even people that I just would like meet like during like orientation, like I just like barely knew them and was just being nice, and they were like, "Oh, let's go out tonight." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, you have to.
You girl.
Yeah, and I like would be in bed like eating ramen noodles, and like I'd be like, fuck, I really don't want to go, but I'm going.
You have to
and then
go.
I would have a great time, and I met like tons of people.
It always happens that way.
And do I talk to any of them now? No,
not at all.
It's in the moment.
It's in the moment, yeah. I think when I'm in Arizona, it'll kind of force me to be more extroverted, because I might feel a little lonely if
you don't know anyone besides your family.
Yeah, I might feel lonely if I'm doing what I usually do, is just like wallow in my own filth, be an iPad baby at home. I feel like I'll either be completely absorbed in my iPad baby, or I'll be the complete opposite and be like extroverted, like wanting to go
also
out.
do have a job, I would say, that forces you to be extroverted, which would be exhausting.
Yeah, exactly.
I think like talking to strangers all day and having to pretend like you're happy.
Oh God, boy.
Because that's how I felt.
God, boy.
That's how I felt at Amazon. I did not want to go out or do anything after working.
Starbucks definitely does that to you.
Yeah, so that would be hard.
Yeah, but you know.
Good luck, Charlie.
It'll be great. Thank you. I think this was a great episode to kind of like talk about where we're all at emotionally and physically in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of sriracha, I like that now.
Sriracha's a little spicy for me. When did you not
like sriracha?
I don't really enjoy spicy food, but like something about it's addicting, even though I don't like the way it makes me feel.
It's like that like Asian flavor into you know what I mean?
On the Scoville hotness level, it's not that high.
No, it's so bad.
But it's so much spicier for me than a lot of things that are higher than
So, like Tabasco?
Like, I love Tabasco. I could drown in it.
Oh, me too. I could just simply die.
I love it on oysters.
Okay. No, but really though, like, I don't like spicy food. And I'm wondering, you know, Hot Ones with Sean Evans?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've always wanted to do
I need to know how that feels in my mouth. For like Da Bomb, or like the very last one, like the
last dab.
Yeah, the last dab. I need to know how that feels in my mouth. Yeah. Even though I know I'd fucking shit my pants.
Yeah, you'd die.
Because I can barely take sriracha.
Yeah. You're not good with spice.
Mm-mm.
But all you have to do is just a little taste.
Yeah, just a little sizzle.
Yeah.
On the tongue.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I love spicy food.
Yeah, I would love to try them all. They sell them. I mean, I looked a long time ago. They sold the whole lineup.
Makes sense.
But it was sold out. I was gonna buy it, but it was sold out, and I haven't tried since. So.
Well, you should turn on your notifications for when it comes out of stock, and then we could film an episode trying.
That would be really cool.
And Skylar loves spicy stuff. So does my dad.
Yeah. Oh wow, we just get the whole crew in.
Yeah,
we all are like dying in here together.
Yeah,
because it's so hot.
That's so great.
Just all throwing up.
That's
just
what
pouring milk, just like
waterboarding yourself in 2%.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I said it like that. All right, should we move on to the next segment called Hot Wheels. Beat that. Let's go, girls.
Charlotte.
All right, it's Charlotte's turn to spin the wheel.
She's been absent, so it's her turn.
Yep.
Here we go.
What's your best physical feature?
Oh.
That's a nice one.
My eyes.
Okay, yeah, I would say.
Yeah, the baby blues.
I also like your smile.
Thank you.
You have a nice smile. I feel like you're very photogenic.
Aww.
She is. Yeah, you have like a good chin for it.
Good shape.
You guys, keep going.
Nope, done.
Okay, weird thing though, like this might be stupid, but
Probably.
I was driving in the car the other day and I was just thinking like, wow, I love my eyes, like I can see so well.
Oh,
And
that's nice.
Yeah, you appreciate what you have.
Nice.
Absolutely.
yeah, and like I was just thinking like, wow, like
Can't really.
they're nice and light, which I like, and I can see good.
I like that. Yeah, that's awesome. It's good to like appreciate what you
So
have.
that was an easy one for me.
Good.
awesome.
Good
for
old
you.
eyeballs.
Good job.
Thanks.
She's so gorgeous. All right, anybody have a TMI this week? I have one.
Go, girlfriend.
So I dyed my eyebrows. And ever since I've had the fattest pimple in my brow, and it hurts so bad. And it's big.
Yeah, I noticed.
Do you wanna
that.
feel it?
Yeah, let me feel it.
Pop
Can I
it.
Squeeze it.
No,
it's not ready.
It's not ready. Feel it. How can you tell? You can't even see it. There's hair
Yeah,
covering
you can see it. There's
Oh my
there's
gosh.
no white tip.
It's hard.
It's hard. It is like
so that's like
a
when you squeeze it,
fibroid.
it'll snap.
It's gonna go.
Let's go.
Oh, I am.
all over your mirror.
I'm gonna record it. I'm looking forward to it. I've
Really
been.
vlog this.
Dude,
Yeah, vlog this.
Oh, I love like squeezing it, like when you're driving and it pops and you're like, yes.
Yeah, but don't you like to see it though?
Love to see it. I wish I
I
did.
get mad when I do it in the car because it feels good, and then I'm like, man, I wanted to see it happen.
I love like hearing my skin snap.
Dr. Pimple Popper. I went
That
through
used
a
to
phase.
disgust me, but like,
Oh, yeah, I know.
let's see it.
That is such a like I can't stop watching. Like I'm cringing, but I can't stop watching.
No, I'll like purposely look that up on TikTok.
Oh, me too sometimes.
Okay, that's a
Nipples
little
being
bit.
popped.
Yeah. I don't like the big ones, like the cysts.
Oh, no.
But the pimples are
Like
with the extractions.
Yeah. Or like the blackheads.
That is nice, I will say. Like when a guy has cluster pimples and they're like, it's like,
Yeah.
yes.
We're not alone in this. It's definitely a thing.
It's a thing.
You know what? I hated pimples, and then I picked my man's face, and I'm like, yeah, I got to do this every night. This got to be a routine. And I loved it. I'm like, let me get in those blackheads.
Skylar is such a baby.
So is Vincent.
If I do like the littlest thing, he'll be like, ah,
So
and, like,
dramatic.
freak out. I'm just like, get over it.
I love it. I love like crawling all over their face, like looking for the blackheads, squeezing them, getting underneath the beard hair, really going to town.
Oh, wow.
Weird hair.
Collecting the pus like infinity stones.
Gross.
What the hell?
Dude,
Infinity
the
stones?
shit you say sometimes.
Infinity stones.
Crystallized pus.
Yuck.
Yeah, that's gross.
She's making short content.
Yeah,
Let me be weird as hell right now.
You always got to think about it.
Yeah, content, baby.
I would have said that regardless.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you have one, Char? Mine's
Yeah.
kind of boring.
Mine's a little bit of a story. When I was flying to when I was flying to New York, I really do my best to not have to go to the bathroom on an airplane.
Oh, I don't.
But
I will hold it the whole time.
Me too, yeah.
yeah, okay, I couldn't. And like, if you have to go number 2, you get really sweaty, and like, it's like, you feel like you're gonna get sick. So like, I can't do that when I'm on an airplane.
She's like clammy.
It's like uncomfortable
She's
enough.
sliding around on the shakes.
I can't put myself through that. So I get up to go to the restroom at the front of the plane. I go in. There's no toilet paper. So I'm like, I come out. I'm like, hey guy, there's no toilet paper.
Hey
in
guy.
there.
Stewardess.
And he's looking everywhere, taking his sweet time. I'm like, I have to shit. So
At least you noticed before you went.
yeah, no, thank God.
Yeah.
Because then he's like, I'm
would've been
sorry,
so bad.
we don't have any toilet paper. You have to go to the back of the plane. So then I have to go all the way to the back of the
You're
plane.
like holding it in.
There's somebody
You're sucking it in.
I'm like, hey, ladies, there's no toilet paper up there. Bring some. So then I go to the bathroom. do my thing, got my period, just to cherry on top.
Oh no.
And, have to make myself a toilet paper pad because I wasn't prepared for that.
Those are the worst.
And, and that's all.
That
it was just, that's never anything anyone wants to happen on an airplane.
Yeah. That's almost as bad as cardboard tampon.
Oh,
no.
I did that once. Never, ever, ever
I'll
again.
make toilet paper pad before cardboard tampon.
I will go commando before I do either of those things.
I will have giant blood-stained pants.
Nothing. I'll risk it. Oh my gosh.
What's your TMI?
Basically, I had a... what happened was... I had a it's not that exciting. I had a gynecologist appointment today, and
I don't
know about y'all, but before I go to my woman doctor, I shave my whole entire body, and I shower and scrub really hard just to be. I'm a clean person, but just to be that extra clean.
Got to get it nice. For
her. I took a bath last night, and then I showered after that, and I shaved, exfoliated, the whole 9 yards, everywhere, every inch.
That's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, because I just want to feel, because they also do the breast exam too. So I wanted to feel clean. And then an hour before I was supposed to go, she canceled on me.
Aww.
So I did all that for no reason. So now I'm going next week. But it's to the point where it won't be grown out enough to shave again. It's going to be prickling.
Next week?
Next Wednesday.
You're not going to be grown out by next Wednesday?
Not enough to shave.
I'm surprised they could get you in.
Yeah.
What in the butt?
I need my prescription renewed.
I literally hate this girl. Literally, whenever I shave, my hair is grown back within 24 hours.
Yeah, same.
Full grown.
Well, I'll have stubble, but I can't. It's not enough to shave, or else I'll get a burn.
So annoying.
I have very fine hair.
Yeah, she is. Fine hair.
Just my scalp.
Have you seen those TikTok things where they're advertising the laser hair at home?
No.
I want one.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, you've been talking about that.
Get one. We'll share it.
Okay.
That might be kind of disgusting.
Why?
It just is.
It's just a laser.
Yeah.
Lasers from Amazon. Get it now, BOGO. All right, guys. Well, I think that might wrap up the
20th episode, baby.
Oh yeah, episode 20. Rock on.
So, next week is Christmas.
What?
Merry Christmas.
Already?
Next weekend.
All right, guys. I think that'll wrap up this episode. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a great episode 20. Don't forget to check us out over on YouTube for Vlogmas, TikTok for Vlogmas as well. Mm-hmm. We'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed, and leave any comments if you feel so inclined to. We love you very much, okay? Stay safe.
Oh my God. Stay safe, okay?
We gotta go.
I'm so hungry. All right. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys later.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.